Hey guys, it's ePac again, here with the fourth part of my Let's Play of Beyond Two Souls. Jodie's looking a little better on the title screen, as we can see. Still a little chapped, a little dry, but definitely better than when she was homeless. So, let's just dive right in, alright? Okay, so now this is Navajo, and this is definitely my favorite chapter of the game. Even though when I just first heard the premise of the game, I was dreading it. I was like, man, this is probably gonna be the worst. Thought I was gonna hate this, but ironically enough, it actually turned out to be my favorite. Uh, and once again, because we're starting up the game again, the initial load time is quite long. But I think the reason why I like this chapter so much is because it has to deal with Native Americans, and in the media, Native Americans are depicted usually in two ways. Either if you look at the past, if you look at all the old Western movies with the cowboys versus Indians, they're always depicted as these savage, uncivilized, just monsters are just coming down. Basically just coming down to just kill the white man. Very degrading, kind of very insulting depiction. But nowadays, I think that Hollywood feels sort of guilty of that, and they try to make it up by making Native Americans these magical, pure people who are just so wonderful and in touch with nature.
Look, I'm totally exhausted and thirsty, and I have no clue where we fucking are, so just play nice and give me a break, okay?
And they make them magical. They make them like these special, incredible people that are just so perfect. And the white man, oh, he's the true monster. And both things they're stereotypes. They're exaggerations. On one kind of stereotype insults the Native Americans, and one kind patronizes them. And I was pretty sure, I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sure that this game was gonna patronize them, but give me a ride. Nope. All right. Jerk. But the way they depict Native American culture and Native Americans in this game, in this world where spirits exist, where magical entities fly around, not magical, but I guess powerful. And he's not gonna stop. It's actually pretty well done. So yeah, I ended up liking it. And I think it's a very interesting break in environment because, most of this game is
Everything's gonna be okay. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm dying of thirst. And everything's fucked. But it's gonna be okay.
that's the attitude.
Leave me alone, Aiden. What? It's okay, Aiden. There's no reason to be nervous.
But yeah, I think this is definitely the most beautiful part of the game too. Most of this game is just bleak, black, gray, brown, cold, rainy, miserable, snowy, etc., etc. It's cool to have a game where it takes a break from that and it's just this really beautiful, like Arizona, New Mexico. I'm not sure exactly where this is, but this totally new landscape, and I think it's pretty awesome. And I think this is the first time we get to meet
Hey,
Jay.
I'm so sorry to disturb you. I'm just looking for some place to spend the night, and I was hoping.
You can't stay here. Sorry.
Well, can I just spend the night in your barn? Please? I promise I will be gone by morning.
I told you you can't stay here. You need to leave now.
Sbazo, Akurinaho, Dobone, Zarahe, Adinne.
Ote ye,
Again, subtitles would be great here. But I guess maybe it's better we don't know what they're saying.
Okay. You can stay here tonight. Come in. What's your name?
Jodie.
I'm Paul. These are my sons, Corey and Jay. My mother, Shimasani. Don't be surprised if she doesn't answer you. She hasn't spoken in years. We're about to have dinner. Would you like to eat with us?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
That's nice of them. Curious if they did location scouting, like if they actually. I know they didn't film on location; they filmed on a green screen or a stage. But I wonder if they actually because some games and some movies and shows do this. They'll go to location, take photos, compare, contrast, make sure that everything they do is close to being as authentic as possible. And Granny's looking a little. She's looking a little sad there. Yeah, Jodie needs help pouring water. What should I do? Should I drink first? Eat first? I'm hungry. But yeah, I don't think she actually cut the meat with her knife. That's one of the things. Actual cutting and eating of food is not particularly realistic in this game. I don't think we're there yet. But the sweat effects look astounding, right?
We don't see many hitchhikers out here. Can I ask where you're headed?
I was sincere last time, but I'll just lie this time.
I'm meeting, I'm gonna meet some friends. They're just up the road a ways, so.
I see.
Yeah, she's not the best liar.
This is the, first ranch that I've seen in miles.
There used to be more of us. Many have left for the city. It's a hard life out here.
Do you breed horses?
Yeah. Mustangs. We also have a bunch of churros.
Churros?
Oh man, I love churros.
Sheep. We
I
sell
thought
their
they meant
wool
the cinnamon stuff.
and milk. It's not much, but it keeps us alive.
You guys are really far from everything here.
My family's lived here for generations. I was born here. I'll probably die here. I tell my boys to go. I know there's nothing for them here. But, they want to stay with their grandmother and me, so... Sleep. Jay will, show you to your room. Good night.
Alright.
Are you coming?
No, go in. Can't leave with Aiden either. No, I guess there's not much else to do except go to my room.
You stay in your room. No matter what you hear.
What I hear? What do you mean?
You value your life?
No.
Lock your door and don't come out until the morning.
Let's lock the door. I feel like the controls are kind of wonky with this game, but maybe I'm just bad at it. I think this is the first time we meet creepy person, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, shut up.
Ashes. What's got them so scared?
Let's go to sleep.
I know. It's a very strange place. Don't worry. Tomorrow will be a long way from here.
I find it interesting how
Good night, Aiden.
the relationship between Jodie and Aiden. You know, Aiden is this supernatural, powerful, you know, entity, but he still kind of leans on Jodie for emotional support. Is this where we first meet Creepy Guy? I think it is.
You stay in your room. No matter what you hear.
David Cage does enjoy weirding people out, doesn't he? Yep, there's Creepy Guy. Creepy little Native American.
Shit.
But yeah, make sure to hold these two buttons for a little while and then still holding it. Yep, then the scene ends. I didn't know that the first time, so I kept walking around. I didn't realize that until while you had to hold the pillow over your head for like 10 seconds. Alright, now we're woken up. Yeah, I just love that change of environment. You get to see that beautiful blue sky, red clay, cacti. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Let's change. Didn't change her underwear. Alright. Yep, better be freaked out. Yep. I think he's a pervert too, because he just likes to stand behind girls and stare at them, huh? Yeah, I like how this is sort of David Cage's, like, Quantic Dream's way of, sort of their take on the, you know, spirits of the Native Americans trope. But not as insulting, because guys aren't wearing a gigantic headdress and making whooping noises.
You looked exhausted. I told the boys to let you sleep.
Thanks. I really needed it.
I'll be
Made some
going
coffee.
now. I don't need your coffee.
I'm gonna hit the road. Thank you.
There's a lot of work to be done on the farm. Maybe you'd like to stay on for a few days. Lend a helping hand. Couldn't pay you anything, but you have a roof, food on the table. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Good. You'll find some more clothes in Corey's room. See you outside?
I like that throughout this game you're gonna see Jodie put on men's clothes,
Ready when you are.
and yet the cut and fit is just perfect for a petite, shorter girl. Yeah, you got messed up, didn't you?
So, you're gonna stay a while?
It looks that way.
Great. I mean, it's good to have some help.
All right. I need a bucket of water for the sheep. Shouldn't be too hard.
Three times the charm. I really like the music to this level too because it really matches the scenery. Now I know that you mentioned in an earlier part how it's tilted. I feel like I'm playing racing game. Tilt the controller, spill the water.
Can you get some hay from the barn?
Morning, Jay.
Morning.
But yeah, I know that Lauren Balfe or Balfe and Hans Zimmer did the music for this, but Norman Corbeil, he's the guy who did the music for Indigo Prophecy, aka Fahrenheit, and the music for Heavy Rain. He also worked on this until he died, like January of this year, 2013. So. But he didn't work on it too long, but I wonder if there's any music in this game, like any vestiges of his music in this game. There's creepy, pervert Indian guy staring at least he disappeared. Yeah, I think it's kind of sad that he died. I mean, obviously it's always sad when anyone dies, really, but... I wonder if we could do it on a route.
Take it easy, Aiden. Just one bale, not the whole goddamn haystack.
I mean, one of the best parts of Heavy Rain was the soundtrack. And this is a good soundtrack too, but I think Heavy Rain has a better soundtrack. I feel like, dude, you know, he was a Canadian composer, French-Canadian composer. I think he just did a really good job at just capturing the music. that was perfect for heavy rain.
Hey, Jodie! Lunch?
Okay, let me just finish this first.
So I wonder if, you know, he had been able to live. You know, how would the music have been for this game, for Beyond Two Souls? Would it have been better? Would it have been just
Would have done anywhere.
worse? Would it just been different? I mean, it's one of those questions you have to ask, because
It's lunchtime.
music is huge
Join
in
the boys
how
if you're hungry.
You coming?
Later.
you enjoy a lot of these games.
Okay, later then.
But it's still a good soundtrack. I mean, Hans Zimmer and the other dude whose name I always feel like I'm screwing up, they do a good job. But it's just one of those what if questions, I guess. I'm hungry.
Have a seat.
Thanks. There's a lot of work to do on the ranch.
Jay takes care of the horses. I watch the churros, and my father does just about everything else.
Is it true that your grandmother hasn't spoken in years?
Yeah. My father said she hasn't said a word since my great-grandmother died. That's gotta be 30 years.
I saw the dead sheep. What happened to them?
A storm. They wander out of the pen and choke to death on the sand.
What were those noises last night? It sounded like something was banging on the house and...
That's just the wind. They make strange sounds in the desert. Do you always ask so many questions?
Yeah.
When I don't understand something, yeah.
Yeah? How about if I started asking you questions? Where you come from? What you're doing here? You probably wouldn't like it, huh? So keep your secrets to yourself. And don't ask any more questions. You'll excuse me. I got work to do.
Don't mind him, Jodie. He's okay when you get to know him.
I'll bet.
Well, I guess I better get back to it or Paul will get mad. See you later.
Is that how it's supposed to be spelled? Pa? I always thought it was P-A. Or is it like... Is it a Navajo word and I'm just being ignorant? I don't know.
Jodie. Let's see what Jay's doing.
Whoa!
Proud and stubborn. Never wants to go in with the others.
Do you mind if I try?
You worked with horses before?
No.
Go right ahead. His name's Ashki.
Hey there, Ashki. Don't be afraid. I'm just gonna come over there, okay? Easy. No, Aiden. This is between him and me.
I think she's gonna be like, maybe Aiden, maybe you should take this one.
See, Ashki? It's not so bad, is it? Admit it. You kind of like me, huh? Hey, Aiden. Ever dreamed of riding a horse?
I wonder if its eyes will go white too. I didn't pay attention last time.
Take him to the enclosure.
How'd you do that?
We all have our secrets, right?
Maybe I misjudged you.
If you want to take a shower, it's behind the barn. Ladies first.
It's fine by me.
Wonder if anything will sneak up to her in the shower. Just staring at her. Let's go. Oh, she saw me. Okay, so crown, I'm guessing. I always wonder why they don't just carve out the full answer. Like, this is what's happening. This is what we need to do. They always just carve out one word. I mean, I guess he doesn't know English
The guy
fluently.
left running. And you know what? He was never seen again.
Fake laughter. I love it. At least they're getting along better, right?
It's...
But you think he would draw pictures on the sand or something, you know, something more than just staring and freaking her out in private
Why
places.
do we have to lock up the house?
Just go to your room, Jodie. And don't come out, no matter what happens. You remember the sheep last night? I don't want anything to happen to you.
Time events. Mine. Alright, so which way am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to... I'm getting screwed up here pretty much. Thanks for nothing, guys.
Jodie! Jodie, I told you to stay in your room. You could have been killed.
What's happening here? What was that thing?
You should have listened to me. Stayed in your room.
You have to tell me the truth. You have to tell me the truth now.
It's Yaitso. He wants blood. That's all he's interested in. We can't do anything about it. You can't fight a spirit.
Unless you have another spirit.
Spirits don't live in this world. If he's here, there's a reason.
It's kind of one of those movie taglines. To defeat a spirit, you must be a spirit.
You remember Ashley? We're friends, right? I'm just gonna put my foot in the stirrup and climb up, okay? I need to figure out how to go forward. Hey, what do you think, Ashki? We're doing pretty good, huh?
That horse is gonna have to tell me your secret. Listen, I'm headed over to the pasture to tend the churros. You wanna come?
Sure.
Let's go. Yeah!
Yeah, you ride horses like you drive motorcycles. Just hold R2 to accelerate. Use the left control stick to move the horse around.
Look, I know you don't want to talk about it. But I really need to know what happened last night. Your father knew the spirit. It's not the first time he's come, right?
Yaitso has always been here. It comes at night and steals souls. The old ones used to say, it's a curse. The price our tribe had to pay for living on these lands.
And the ghosts that surround the house. Do you know who they are?
My father says 5 spirit guardians have always protected our tribe. They come at night to prevent Yaitso from killing us. I don't know if it's true, but Yaitso has never managed to get into our house. My turn to ask you some questions. What are you really doing out here in the middle of the desert? It feels like you're running away from something.
I'm just trying to figure out who I really am. I've come to this point in my life where I have to come to terms with myself. That's all.
She's trying to find herself.
You're like us.
Just like...
You also have your dark secret, don't you, Jodie?
No. No, I have no secrets.
Jay! Jay! Verkeerde klus.
Oh, is that? The bed bar shark. She in the dish is.
That was Paul. There's no water at the ranch. Something must be up with the well. I'm gonna have a look on my way back.
I can go take a look if you want.
Don't know if you'll be able to do much.
I'll do what I can. Where's the well?
It's over there. It's got a windmill. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Okay. I'll see you back at the ranch.
Okay. See you later.
But yeah, one of the well, the thing is, last time I played this game, I was pretty honest. It has some paper-like leaf grass, isn't it? Anyways, so the last time I played this game, I was pretty honest, but this time I'm a lot more evasive. It's not as fun because you don't talk that much, and people don't really say much to you in return. But yeah, I think one of the recurring themes throughout the game is the younger generation sort of fixing or making up for the secrets and the mistakes of the past. I mean, it's the same with Jodie. It's the same with these guys, as you're gonna find out. And it's the it's really the same for, I think you'll find most of the characters in this game. I remember one of the things that, let's take a look at this rock over here. The one with the drawings on them. I never took a look before. Okay, gotcha. Discoloration. But yeah, one of the things that, David Cage said about this game was that
Good work, Aiden. The car's running again.
one of the things is how one of the things this game wants to sort of touch on is how every person, every human being sort of has this thing inside, this secret or this past event or this aspect of their personality that they always have to come to terms with. Either they have to accept it or they just end up getting just swallowed up by it. And it's that, that idea is very prevalent throughout Beyond Two Souls. Another thing is that it's kind of cool how realistic the movement is. Like she doesn't just go bolting right away. She sort of starts kind of moving, builds up some speed. Kind of like that. Oh, wow. Nice beats. Someone was having a bad day. Isn't that song by Jay-Z? Crown? Maybe they're Jay-Z fans. Maybe they're fans of the Jigga Man. No, probably not. Yeah, but thanks for being really descriptive and specific, Native American guy. Let's head over there. R2 to accelerate, remember guys. Let's go. Yeah, this is definitely the most beautiful looking part of the game. I mean, I just love just the whole landscape of it. Yeah, I actually took a class in Native American studies. I'm no expert. I mean, I only took one class, and it wasn't on the Navajo, but I found it really interesting. I took it just because it was sort of a, took it kind of as an elective, sort of, it was a requirement, and the other choice was what, like world cuisine. That sounded more fun, right? You just eat different kinds of food, but I'm really, I ended up being very happy that I took that class because I learned so much, and I feel like I understand, a little bit more about.
Ground?
Okay.
I've been brought here.
All right, that makes sense. But yeah, I really liked it, and it was nice because when you take these classes, or at least with the teacher I have, the instruction I got, I mean, they don't glamorize Native American life. They don't spit on it and treat it like dirt.
See anything, Aiden?
It's right there, man. Come on, there's a bloody sword. I'm pretty surprised that the blood's still on there after more than close to a century, more than a century probably. It didn't glamorize Native American life, and at the same time didn't make it seem like these are just a bunch of mindless, just idiots in the middle of a desert. No, it showed the positive and the negative, and
the soldiers in the fort.
what was good, what was bad, just what it was. Not even really what was good, what was bad, but just how it was. Very challenging, but a really fascinating lifestyle, especially for Native Americans amongst the drier, hotter areas. How is this hat still here after all these years? It's not even like worn down and threadbare. Just kind of rumpled. It'd be funny if she held it. But she held the hat, and it turned out that it was just like some tourist just dropped it there. She has a flashback of people on a minivan driving across Arizona. Does anyone else get this Breaking Bad kind of vibe from this this area? Like, could you just picture Walt and Jesse? Like, I would love it if just you saw some RV just speed by. This is where Walt and Jesse would cook meth. Pretty wonderful they were able to do this. So how old is the PS3 now? 7 years? Came out 2006, right? So yeah, we're looking at a good 7 years. It's crazy though, because you know when you think about it, this game is now you can't even call this game current gen. You have to call it last gen, and I'm still not used to that. Tree. Convenient pre-made opening. Are you guys excited about the PS4 or the Xbox One or the Wii U if you like the Wii U? So the PS4 sold over 1 million copies. I think that's pretty good. But the Xbox One's coming out this week. Yeah, this week. The week I'm recording this. But I'm not seeing as much hype for it. You know, so far it seems like even with some of the issues, the blue light of death or whatever you're calling it, the blood, as I like to call it. She just stuck her hand right in the dirt, but even with all that stuff going on, I thought that was a plane flying overhead for a second. Even with any of the issues, not major, like huge issues, but even with the issues, it seems like Xbox One can't really capitalize on. But then again, this is very early, so we have to wait and see. I mean, I believe the PS3 didn't really even become profitable until near the end of its cycle, because they were selling at a loss for most of its, or most of the time it was around.
This one has no talisman. The fifth talisman. He put it around the baby's neck. Help me, Aiden. I've got to see what happened.
So I guess we have to wait and see what happens in the council members.
It all went by too fast. I didn't understand it. It's just all mixed up. It's as if something's missing. I'll show the talismans to Paul. Maybe he'll know something.
Oh, look at that bush. Wow. Look at it shaking the wind. That's so realistic, ain't it? Yeah. I really do like this game. I mean, even with all its flaws, even with the plot holes that are gonna come up near the end of the game, it's still a cool game.
We came here in broad daylight. We tried to get to the house. Corey, get the car! Come on, start already, goddammit! It won't start, Jay! It won't start!
Oh, the entity's coming back.
We've got to get to the house.
I don't think that's gonna help.
There's nothing else we can do. My father told you can't fight a spirit.
Or can you? So last time I did not do what I'm about to do now. which is actually help Paul with that horrible gash she has. There's Jodie beating herself up again.
I never should have come here. I never bring anything good with me.
She knows. I mean, she's experienced it before. She should remember that Aiden can heal wounds. Right? I don't know. I think you should ask Aiden, like, hey, Aiden, heal this guy up. He's kind of screwed up. Hey, at least we're helping.
Aiden's done all he can. The rest is up to you, Paul.
Well, at least he's doing a little better. That's good. Now Grandma is gonna play a very important role.
This blanket. It's the one that was on that baby.
Mother gave it to me. Like her mother before. She also gave me this.
She could have mentioned it earlier, you know, but then again, she wouldn't have known. The last talisman. Finally, we could drive away the evil spirit. Time to go do the time warp again. It's kind of creepy that it makes that like egg squishing noise every time she looks into the past.
Careful. Remember every detail.
So it's a headless stick figure. Remember, guys, if you have a hard time remembering the pattern, think of a headless stick figure man. But yeah, I like this. I like how this story because
They summoned Yaitsu here.
They were lost, full of hatred for the white man. They bring spirits to kill their enemies and gain revenge. Turned against them. He was still hungry for blood. Yaitsu is back. He has come to take our lives.
We're your ancestors. They're the guardians who protect the house, right?
They know they were robbed. They returned to protect us from the evil that they released.
If they brought the entity here, I mean, there's gotta be some way to send it back to its own world.
They used a ritual to open the passage. I still remember the incantation, but the ritual is lost in the past.
until now.
I saw the ritual in my vision. Look, I'll prepare it and you can help me with the incantation.
Hurry! He's coming.
But yeah, one of the reasons I like the story is that it's so easy for people to split a story down racial lines, where it's, oh, this race good, this race bad, or this race is wrong, this race is good, this race was the victim, this race was the criminal, or whatever. I like how this story sort of depicts, the mistakes of both sides, and how, just the corrosive effects of hate for every regardless of race. I like that. Where am I supposed to go again? Oh.
Something to light the fire.
good old gasoline. That'll do it. Kind of worried that she spilled gas on herself, but I guess she's okay.
Jodie, what the hell?
Trust me! I know what I'm
We
doing!
gotta get inside! The storm is coming!
Leave me, Jay!
Shimasani, you can talk?
Stick, Jodie! You must find a stick to draw the sign!
Alright guys, remember, headless stick man.
That's it. Now the talismans. I have to remember where each of the medicine man stood. There. That's exactly right. Okay. Now each of you needs to stand next to a talisman. There must be a soul attached to each one. There's only 4 of us and 5 talismans. We need a 5th soul to complete the ritual.
This is crazy, Jodie! We're all gonna die if we don't go inside right now!
Fuck! Fuck! We need one more soul! That's it!
Aiden to the rescue, once again.
Got the 5 souls! Shimasani, start the incantation now! The passage is open, Jodie! You did it! You did it!
Alright, we did it. Good job, guys. High fives all around.
Jodie!
Oh, and a nice little no moment is coming up. So right about
Shimasani!
No white man has ever been to the place I'm taking you. My people have buried our dead there for many hundreds of years. For us, it's sacred land.
But for Walt and Jesse, it's prime meth cooking. So what do you guys think about the Breaking Bad finale? I mean, it's been a little bit, what, a few weeks now? Month now? Maybe over a month now that I think about it, but seems like in general people liked it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think one of the cool things about Breaking Bad was the show would put Walt and Jesse in this really hard spot, this really tight spot. And it was always up to them to figure out how to get out with their own wits. And the cool thing about it wasn't that they, these coincidences would happen or anything like that. The cool thing is that it was believable. The way they figured out how to get out of their situations, it wasn't just clever. It was also like, hey, I can actually see someone doing that in real life. Like, that seems like a believable thing. And I feel like with the last episode of Breaking Bad, the series finale was the least believable episode of Breaking Bad that I can think of. Then again, the whole last season was less believable than the preceding seasons. But that finale, that series finale, I won't spoil it. That series finale, there was a lot of incredulity being stretched out. They were really stretching out the credulity. It almost seemed like it was magic sometimes. It seemed more magical than those spirits fighting away that evil entity. It was just that crazy. But I think it was still satisfying. Could have been better though, I think. But yeah, since I cured Paul or helped Paul, he's still alive here. Well, last time there was actually 2 graves, and that was a little depressing because then they're like, Jodie goes, oh, I could have saved him, and I'm like, oh man, I should have thought of that.
I'm sure they would have wanted to be buried alongside their own people.
Yeah, again, the theme of the younger generation fixing the mistakes of the past, and Jodie Holmes redeeming all the death and destruction she brought as a member of the CIA. Right? This is just one small step of redemption. It's a very, just this story alone, tightly contained. It's just, I really liked it. I mean, it's a standalone episode when you really think about it in this game, but it's a really nice one, and one that may not push the plot forward, the overarching, CIA on the run plot forward, but reveals a lot about her character, and I really liked it. Man, that was fast. They just, man. But yeah, very sweet. Very, Nah, goodbye. I wonder if I can just walk off, because last time I went up there, and it's nothing much. What you see, you could probably look at other YouTube videos, but basically it hints that there were more like Jodie throughout history. Goodbye. I wonder if he's just standing there like, son of a, like you're just thinking like, I'm here. That's what you get for not saying anything. Dead guy.
So it's
Be a little more open. I can't read your mind.
Leaving?
There's things I have to do. I used to think that my gift was a curse.
But now I know it's a gift.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I can use it to help people.
With Paul dead, that'll be Jay talking with.
Find out who I really am.
With Jodie.
You did a lot for us, Jodie. For us and the memory of our people. I don't know how to thank you. If you don't find what you're looking for, come back here. You have a home.
I'm gonna miss you.
Me too, Corey. I'll never forget you.
Ashki is gonna be very sad without you.
But one day I'll come back and see you.
Last time I gave a kiss. I guess this time I'll give a nice hug. He's like, I like the dad's like sorry.
Hey, Jodie!
Very awkward.
You didn't think you were just gonna walk, did you?
Took me a lot of time, but I finally got the thing running. Take it, it's yours. It's the least we can do to thank you.
Thanks.
Off we go. Shimasani is creeping us out again. Man, what is up with these spirits and just standing there and not even saying anything? I mean, I know they can't directly talk to us, but in the game. But I wish they would not just stare. But yeah, that was a good chapter.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cole? Okay, I'm recording.
Now concentrate, Jodie.
Alright, now I guess that's it for today. That was a really long chapter. I think it's over an hour just for that chapter alone. But it was my favorite. I like it a whole bunch. I hope you guys liked it too. Again, the usual disclaimers. Disclaimers? No, that's not even the right word. But the usual announcements or whatever. This is ePac. I'm a member of HPC Youth Group, or my channel is HPC Youth Group. We're a member of a gaming collective called AMG, also known as the Aftermath Gaming. I have a link, or I should have a link to their channel in the video description, as well as chapter timestamps. I don't really need to do it for this one because it's just one chapter, basically. But if you look down there, I'll have a link to the Aftermath Gaming, as well as Zaycrest, the guy who started Aftermath Gaming, kind of head honcho over there. Really cool guy, got some good content. And my really good friend Baumug, who does gaming too, and also does AMG Game and Tech Talk on the Aftermath Gaming channel with me. Once a bi-weekly, no, not bi-weekly, that means twice a week, bi-monthly gaming little news segment we do where we talk about games and technology. Hope you guys check it out. And again, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate, whether it's 1 view, 100 view, 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is, the fact that someone sat in front of a computer or looked at their cell phone or tablet or whatever and actually paid attention to anything that I had to say or I had to do is a real honor. And I really appreciate it, guys. So have a great night, great day, wherever you may be. And I will see you next time.